How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Slifer back at it again with draft analysis featuring my good friend Jorek once again. Jorek, say hi to the people.
Hey guys.
So what we're going to do is we're going to analyze the draft. Draft analysis, pretty basic. We're going to start with young Kitchard since he was the one who drafted first. It just makes sense to kind of go in draft order. Did you want to start off?
Yeah, sure, why not? Kitchard has quite a good team. We were surprised at the end how many points he had left. There was probably something we did wrong. We got a good team of Venusaur, Magearna, Zapdos, Magnezone, Mantine, Donphan, Draudigon, Cryogonal, Crocodile, Avalok, Sceptile, and Scizor. This is a phenomenal team. To start with Mega Venusaur, of course. Amazing one. It's got all its stats are good except for its speed. Its speed is not something you should invest in when you use your EVs. But it has great bulk and can run physical and special since its knockoff Sleep Powers substitute. Oh my god! Yeah, and just all the hit powers and it got great coverage for different kind of moves.
Yeah, and it pairs phenomenally with Magearna. They cover each other's strengths and weaknesses. Both are Pokemon that are very difficult to prep for, given the potential variability in their EV spreads and various bulks and coverage moves. So it'll be interesting to see how everyone kind of comes up with a formula for that. Because in my opinion, I really feel like this is the best team.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think on paper, at the very least, this is the most rounded team.
And Mega Venusaur has the ability Thick Fat that makes two of its moves that would be effective to it, Ice typing and Fire typing, get half the damage from that thing, so it will be neutral again. That's amazing. And you got then Magearna, we talked about. Its special attack is better than its physical attack.
Yeah.
However, it got a Shift Gear, and Shift Gear boosts your speed by 2 stages and your attack by 1. And then it is logical to run Magearna's physical side as well.
Yeah.
With things like Iron Head, Brick Break. It's got just amazing moves and
what a move pool.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, it can heal itself a little bit up with pain splits, and it got an amazing move Floor Cannon that does lots of damage, and it can also Volt Switch getting out of there, or an explosion, Trick Room even.
Yeah.
And its ability Soul Heart makes it that every mon that on the field that faints makes Magearna get a special attack boost, and that way it's very it can be go very fast, very wrong when it gets that boost.
Yeah. And when you look at, like, especially if you were to run like a bulky Magearna, like an AV set or even like Rocky Helmet, and you have to really rely on the tiny bit of chip your moves are getting, and then like hazards, he has Zapdos, Mantine, Donphan, Cryogonal, Avalok, and Scizor. Over half his draft is capable of removing hazards.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's not fucking around with hazards.
Well, he got a lot of hazard removals, and what I am surprised about, he has so many rapid spinners, not just defog, also rapid spin mostly. You got Avalok, Cryogonal, and Donphan that can use Rapid Spin, and there are more mons that can use Defog, like let's see, the Scizor, of course, Mantine, and funny fact, Cryogonal learns Defog as well, so
it does get that now.
So even if you bring in a Ghost type to remove your so that it can't remove its hazards, then it can also defog, and still its hazards are gone.
Yep, and he also doesn't have to worry about defog buffing someone with Defiant or Contrary.
Yeah. Well, Zapdos, that's a scary mon, if I say so myself. It got Yeah, it can really helps the team with a tailwind or a defog roost bit, and it's special. It's kind of bulky, to be honest.
Yeah, it has
And,
amazing base stats.
and then you have its ability static, and static is so annoying.
Absolutely, yeah. Not being able to U-turn around, or being afraid to click a physical move.
Yeah, I think if I encounter this month, I will bring special Victini. No way I'm gonna fee create this thing.
Yeah, exactly. And then just get paralyzed and get completely crippled.
Yeah. Oh, Magnezone is an bulky but hard-hitting Pokemon. It's only not that fast, so it's not the greatest month, and easier to prep for than the rest of the months, to be honest.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Fernape also has a pretty cool team, honestly. Got quite the coverage.
What did you say, Infernape?
Yeah, Mega Galade's always a really cool Pokemon to me. I think it's really underrated.
Yeah. It's got that Shadow Sneak, so if and it is already fast, but if you see his move pool, it got great physical attack, and if it has that Shadow Sneak, you know it will get first hit.
Yeah.
So you can give some priority there. Yeah, well, knockoff. It got some great moves. Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp, Memento to help the team out.
Yep. Thunder Wave, Confuse Ray.
Don't hit it with dark type moves, because if it doesn't Mega Evolve right away and that ability to fight, it gets that +1 in physical attack, and that's so annoying.
Yeah, and it's already so strong. It doesn't need the +1. Like, you're not gonna switch into it comfortably.
No, it has a base stat of 165. So
yeah, it's so strong.
And a special speed stat of 110. So it's quite fast too.
Yeah, it'll be tricky to revenge kill, because something a lot of people forget to think about when they're drafting is the variety of speed tiers, and it's pretty common for people to be stuck around the base 95 kind of like range.
Yeah, I see 100 as the base thing. Yeah.
Yeah, where like my fastest Pokemon's base 100. Oops.
Base 100? How did you manage to do that?
Well, I was speaking of an example, because I know I've done that before. Mine, I have like some okay speed tier, because I have like Mega Mane and like Hawlucha on top of Terrain, Coco. No, Lele's base 95, but yeah, so it'll be interesting. I think I have a decent range of speed tiers. But Masquerain, you know, he's got web support. He's got Tangrowth, which is again a really it's a really cool Pokemon. It's great defensively and also has a really wide move pool. So it'll be cool to see how they utilize that. Togekiss and Jirachi, probably the most frustrating Pokemon to ever have to play against in an important battle.
Yeah, and yeah, Infernape wouldn't be Infernape without his Infernape.
Yeah, what a good pick.
But Fake Out will be annoying, of course, but it can run special and physical. Jirachi, on the other hand, lose a little bit of how good he is, because most people run an Omni Boost on it, and that's forbidden here.
Yeah, and you could just throw a Rocky Helmet on it, and it makes the Iron Head flinching a little less viable.
Yeah. However, Choice Scarf
still very
Iron Head
good.
Still,
yeah.
Still very annoying.
Yeah.
And the ability to Healing Wish, that's also very nice.
Yeah, being able to essentially run 2 Mega Galades, because you'll get it weak doing all this damage to your opponent's team, punching holes in it, and then you can just bring it right back.
Yeah, up to full, removing every status condition and the health up to the full.
Yep.
And you got more hacks. You got also the Togekiss with the Choice Scarf Air Slash.
Yeah, that'll be I can see myself getting pretty mad about that and breaking my dang keyboard over some flinches.
One interesting mon I thought was very strange
Mm.
was Archeops. You don't see it that often. It's got amazing stats, but it's
Defeatist.
defeatist.
Yeah. What a heartbreaker.
Yeah. However, when it can use roost, so it can get its amazing stats right back.
It's
when,
true,
it's
yeah.
not there. So, yeah, the other mons are kind of talking for themselves,
Mm.
especially Masquerain with its sticky web, of course, and Quiver Dance.
Yeah, and I think Sticky Web plus Archops is going to be like a cool combo. Just slowing Pokemon down so Archops can hopefully,
Sweep.
yeah, just sweep through them, making sure it doesn't take the damage to put it into defeatist mode.
And then you have also Garchomp. Garchomp is just amazing.
That's a powerful
Quite
Pokemon.
fast Pokemon. It can run Rough Skin and a Rocky Helmet, making you lose like 26% of your health or something.
Mm.
Yeah, and great physical attack, special attack you can run as well. Stealth Rock. Yeah, it just speaks for itself.
Absolutely. And then we have your draft. Definitely another really good, well-rounded one, I'd say. Mega Pidgeot, always a cool pick to see. 375 speed, never misses. Has access to U-turn and Whirlwind to deal with anything that might switch into it. It's yeah, Lando T.
Sure,
Damn.
well,
Yeah, this is a good ass draft.
My Mega Pidgeot can run Hurricane that don't miss. That's very nice.
Mm.
Powers will hit hard as well. Heat Wave. Sometimes I can run Hyper Beam to make sure things off.
Yup.
But Hurricane will suffice more than enough most of the time.
Mm. That's such a cool tech, though. Sometimes you just gotta Hyper Beam.
Yeah. Well, I saw A-Drive use it once, and I was like, damn, that's actually a very solid strategy. I mean, I used it before, but the way he used it, it was even better.
Mm.
And then you got Victini. Victini, it does lose a little bit. It's a little bit not that great as it was, because it can't use Z Celebrate and then
Yeah.
use Torque Power, but it's still great with it moves like what was it called? V-Create with a 180 base stat.
Yeah.
If you run Choice Scarf, you can 2 times outspeed most of the mons and just fire that amazing move.
Yeah.
It can run special or physical. It has like every move you just need on that Pokemon.
Yeah, switching into it's so difficult.
And its stronger moves have a lower accuracy. However, its ability Victory Star make them all just still hit, and that's just amazing.
Yeah, having an accurate Focus Blast is a blessing.
Exactly. And yeah, you have Toxapex. We moved it up 1 tier to tier 1, but I still took it because yeah, it's just too bulky to not take it. I need it bulk. Lone and Ninetales, just amazing. Aurora Veil, of course. That's really cool. And supporting the team that way. And it's setting a hill for my Alolan Sandslash, and my Regia Ice is also very nice.
Yeah, you got the cool Hail Core in there. That's so sweet. Exactly. Was not expecting that.
Well, yeah, there are some weather teams, however, not that much. Like, I feel like mine is actually the strongest. Yeah, showing it that I'm a weather team a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, Rotom Heat, I just knew I needed a Rotom. This tier 3 Pokemon was nice. Ribombee was the one I didn't know I would pick it from the start.
Yeah.
But I needed a faster mon actually.
Yeah.
It can Quiver Dance, and I needed the Sticky Web and the Fairy type, because Fairy type, you chose some Dragon types. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I do want to make sure they can't run through my team. And
yeah, because I think like I alone have like 2 of them, like 2 or 3.
Yeah. Exactly. So a tier 4 Pokemon with that is Fairy type and can put up Sticky Web and can Quiver Dance. That's just too good to pass up.
Yeah, it
And
is.
then I had some great mons, bulky Pokemon Umbreon, Landorus, yeah, Therian, that speaks for itself. And Reuniclus, that can do multiple things. It will be special, not physical.
Mm.
But it can run Trick Room and then just fire some very strong hits. Or run Calm Mind, then you just can't hit it. And with Magic Guard, it won't take any damage from Toxic or things like that.
Yeah.
And whatchamacallit? Yeah, it can't be hit by special moves then.
Mm-hmm.
And it can also run a Regenerator, and then it gets its health back, and Recover it has too, so it's just not something you would kill that easily.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see.
So I feel like I have a strong team as well. Kitcher may have the best team on paper,
Yeah.
but I feel like I can definitely beat him.
Yeah, especially he may have Magirina, which is like inarguably the most powerful Pokemon allowed. But you have Toxapex, which is a phenomenal answer to it.
The only thing it can do is Thunderbolt, and I can take that.
Yeah, you eat like 3 of those, and you can haze him.
Yeah, and of course, against the Thunderbolt, I can bring in my Landorus Therian form, and
Mhm.
then just get no damage, and then go Choice Scarf, Earthquake, or my Victini naturally outspeeds it. V-Create.
Yeah.
Let's say it won't go do anything else that match anymore.
Yeah. All right, so that brings
Well,
us
Yeah,
Br-
next
yeah.
team, I guess.
Mega Latias, Celesteela, Ditto. What a obnoxious thing to try to break through. Mega Latias and Celesteela are both extremely bulky Pokemon that just live forever. Mega Latias also having access to Healing Wish, and Ditto making
Yeah.
sure you cannot afford to set up ever, otherwise you'll sweep yourself. So it'll be interesting to see. They also cover each other's resistances and strengths very well. So
Yeah,
it'll
and
be
Celesteela
interesting
can
to see how people get through that without like a really really strong Bolt Beam.
Exactly, and Celesteela can run physical and special. Very annoying. You don't know what to expect, of
Mhm.
course. And Leech Seed Protect is also very annoying.
Yeah, it never dies. It always finds a way to heal itself back up.
And when it almost dies, it can just use Explosion, dealing lots of damage.
I think
That's very
another cool pick was Silvally. This was definitely on my list and got sniped from me
Yeah,
because we bumped
Yeah.
Silvally up to tier 3, which is a little high for Silvally, but with the trade-off of having access to any of the memory drives, I believe they're called or whatever, so you can run any type
Yeah.
Silvally, making it extremely hard to prep for, and will really reward Tube if he wants to put the effort in to out prep his opponent with an unpredictable Silvally.
There's another mon, by the way, that you can't really break, and it's Snorlax.
Mm.
Snorlax, too bulky, with a 160 base stat for HP and a
Yup.
110 base stat for special defense, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and he's going to be great for eating up those the Bolt Beam combo that you would normally try to bring to break Latias Celesteela. He
Or it
will
eats the
he'll
berry.
eat that up. Yup.
Or it's the berry that it's holding.
Yeah, forget that. Ugh, God. This is going to be a fucking pain to break.
Tapu Koko is nonetheless very annoying. It can run screens, it's fast, it can run
Yep.
special, it can physical. It will be hard to break down.
Yup, Roserade offering spikes and toxic spikes, so trying to, getting the attack wrong on his defense core and then being forced to switch and just taking that residual chip damage throughout the match is going to weather you down very quickly. Constantly
Yeah,
taking
and-
spikes and poison damage and leech seed and, you name it. It's going to be super fucking frustrating.
And Diancie is bulky as well. You can run something steel and let's say it just probably dies, but it can run special, physical, screens, explosion. and just name it and it can do it.
Yeah.
And Diggers B, of course, with that huge power or pure power, whatever it
Yeah,
is.
same thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that covers the rest of the team.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. I think Mimikyu would be cool to see what it does, since it does have some defensive utility in some of its moves. Kecleon, like the discount Greninja.
Kind of. Well, if it runs protein, it can also run color change. You don't know what it will be.
It's true. So, on to my draft.
That's a very interesting one.
Yeah. Being close to the wheel, I was able to kind of plan around that and essentially guarantee myself a core. So I took Lele Halucha as my first 2 picks. You know, not as scary as running into it on the ladder or in tournament, because being able to see it on my draft preview, it's a little easier to prepare for, but still both extremely good breakers, either cleaning up late game or just punching holes in teams in the mid/early game. And I kind of based the team around that. So we have like Mega Manectric, which is going to be really fast Volt Switch to set up for these sorts of guys.
And when you don't Mega it right away, you can also absorb those electric type moves.
Yeah. And those would threaten Halucha.
Yeah, and Hoopa Unbound running something like Hyperspace Fury Choice Band. Let's say only fairy type Pokemons can live that one, and just barely actually.
Yeah, and especially not more than once when they're gonna have to keep dealing with that. So Tapu Lele versus Hoopa Unbound is going to be even the resistances aren't going to switch in very many times, especially with the combination of like Specs Lele, Choice Band Hoopa. That's a ton of damage, especially switching into like potential spikes and Stealth Rock. It'll be great. Yeah, Cloyster's another cool Pokemon. Offering spikes, rapid spin, shell smash, all that cool stuff. Slurpuff, another unburdened Pokemon that gets to abuse the terrain. Potential sticky web. Hydreigon really appreciates the sticky web. Another U-turner. Amoonguss with spores, just another bulky pivot. Cofagrius is basically my setup Pokemon answer, with its Mummy ability, taking away people's abilities, and offering Haze, Will-O-Wisp, stuff like that. It'd be pretty good. Can like soft check a lot of the nutty setup mons that are running around in the top tier, thanks to its defenses.
Well, talking about defenses, Cloyster has a 180 defense. That's pretty damn crazy.
It's one of the best in the game.
Yeah, and if it just puts up a shell smash with its skill link ability, let's say you need to prepare or you die.
Yeah, and it creates this frustrating 50-50 of like, does he lead with Cloyster and get a free shell smash and do a bunch of damage?
Yeah.
So it'll be cool. I picked Simisear just because I like the Pokemon. I don't think it complements my team well, but it's kind of fast and it looks funny, so I had to go with it.
Well, we had both an eye on it because you recently discovered it, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm a huge supporter of it.
Yeah, I discovered it during my Pokemon Black playthrough, that it's quite nice with physical and spatial, and got just a nice speed stat.
Yep.
However, I went for that Reggie-Eyes because I just knew I needed to pick it.
Yeah. On to TM.
One more thing I want to say. Your Amoonguss, if you spore with that, and then you bring in your Cloyster, that could bring some massive damage.
Oh yeah.
Two shell smashes. Well, let's say no one lives that.
It's true. There's a lot of potential for some setup shenanigans, especially with Lele and Hoopa chipping everything really quickly. It's extremely offensive, so you know either it's going to be like a sweep or it's a sweep or swept kind of setup, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Well,
but
let's go to the next team from TM87.
Yep.
I'm still not sure what his real name is, but
it's John.
it's John.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he definitely ran really fast to Galvantula, getting those sticky webs.
Yep.
If I
I think that was like his like first pick, or like
No, I thought Mew was his first pick.
no, yeah, he
Or
got the wheel pick since we put him last. He
oh,
took Torrentine Mamoswine, and then it was Galvantula. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then yeah, and Mew picked really fast as well, later, really fast.
Yeah, which I'm pretty nervous about considering quite the veteran player. So something like Mew with like the definition of versatility. It'll be interesting to see just how much he utilizes it.
Well, Mew can do anything, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure what it will do. It can even fake out, which you never see it do. But yeah, explosion. If I just go through his list, it just never ends. Even
Yeah, it learns practically every move.
yeah,
He's got
like only
some annoying fat Pokemon like Jellicent, Weezing, and Porygon 2.
yeah. Heatran, of course. Heatran is fat too.
Yeah, that's a thick boy. Can be like extremely it's great because it can be very varying on just how bulky it is. So it'll be tough to try to judge the damage rolls
Yeah.
to try to figure out your damage calculations.
And it's probably one of the main stealth rock setters
Yeah.
next to Mamoswine.
Mhm.
Yeah, and probably Mamoswine is like a mon that always runs physical, but when it sees an opportunity like against a Gyarados, I'm not sure if someone picked a mon like that, but it
Mm.
can run freeze dry, and
Yeah, that's a
most
good move.
people are really afraid of the move, even though it is almost never used on this Pokemon. Some people do, and that makes it just that you don't know what it's gonna do.
Yeah, and that's always rough. And trying to switch
Yeah,
into to the combination of Tornadus T and Mamoswine, or Mamoswine making it so Tornadus doesn't have to risk hitting a Focus Blast versus like the bulkier Steel types. That Mamoswine will just OHKO. It'll be that's quite the offensive pairing right there, especially behind with a Sticky Web up. And Sticky Web and Spikes from Chestnut paired with Bisharp is definitely going to be difficult. Jellicent as a ghost type is also able to block Rapid Spin, so it'll be pretty challenging trying to get rid of those hazards once they go up.
yeah. I feel like he's gonna hazard stack us all to death, or try at least.
Yeah, and pretty successfully too, given this build. It'll be tough to try to stop Galvantula from getting webs up.
Yeah, and it's also annoying. Tornadus got that regenerator
Mm-hmm.
ability, so if you think it's almost dead, it just switches out, and it gets back in, and even it listed stealth rock. Then it's so annoying.
Mm. All right.
And yeah,
On to
what's it?
Young Chef, aka Chris. Got Mega Aerodactyl. It's a cool Pokemon to see. Definitely a very physically offensive draft. Just
Yeah,
looking at it. Mega Aerodactyl, Kartana, Weavile, Emboar, Feraligatr, Zygarde 10%. A very physically oriented team. This is like pretty similar to mine, where it's just offense, 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 with a few bulkier Pokemon to pivot in between.
yeah, exactly. I feel like Yuxi will be one of the main stealth rock setters, and
Yeah.
Klefki, of course, with screens and spikes and
Mhm.
things like that. Feraligatr, of course, with its Dragon Dance, Sheer Force, and a Life Orb, it
Yep.
will hit really hard.
Especially
Like,
yeah, with either waterfall or liquidation. That's
probably the liquidation. I
yeah, I
don't
think it
know.
has a higher base stat if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah, 5
Yeah.
points more.
Yeah, well that 5 points is going all the way to the bank with sheer force and life orb and stab.
Yeah, exactly. That will make itself at least 12 or 15, something like that.
Mm.
And it got its Zygarde 10% because normal Zygarde got banned, of course. It's
Yeah.
now
Rest in
and,
peace.
well, to be honest, I find it about time to be. But yeah,
Oh,
that's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I was pretty torn about it at first, but I think the more and more I looked into it and I laddered and went for the suspect test vote, I kind of figured it was time for it to go. Zygarde
And one thing
10% is pretty cool, though.
yeah, and I feel like that's a mon you can beat at least.
Yeah.
That is doable. And he got that Dusclops Pokemon as well, something you don't see that often. With Eviolite, it is extremely bulky, and it can
Yeah.
just will-o-wisp all your team with taking all those hits. And yeah, it doesn't got something like Recover, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But still, we got Rest, and Rest is sometimes just enough.
It's true, especially with that much bulk. I think it also gets access to Haze, if I'm not mistaken, so I think it could be another good answer for a lot of these broken higher tier setup Pokemon like Magirina and try to soft check them
Yeah,
and
I'm
keep them from just
looking at it.
6-0ing turn 1.
Yeah, it does learn haste, indeed. And it learns Calm Mind as well. So a Calm Mind rest set is not out of the picture, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it just can finish off with Shadow Sneak with the priority if needed.
Yeah, and with this much physical presence and consistent hazards,
And
Stealth Rock from Uxie and Spikes from Klefki, like you can only have so many answers to physical attacks and have them live so long before they really start breaking through.
exactly. And there's another one, Embor. You don't know what it will be. Physical
Oh,
or
yeah,
special. You
it's true.
don't know.
It could be
Because
physical, special,
special,
or mixed.
yeah, exactly. And then you got Rotom Wash, the other person who took a Rotom next to me. And,
Yep.
it is of course the better Rotom form. That's why it's tier 2.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the only difference is of course the typing and one certain move.
Yeah.
But still, it makes that as just one weakness, grass type attacks,
Yep.
while mine has 2. So yeah.
Yeah, and not being weak to Stealth Rock while being a defogger is pretty neat. Will-O-Wisp and Thunder Wave
Yeah.
to cripple anything that might threaten his Pokemon.
Pain Split, of course, too. Choice Scarf is seen as well, and yeah,
Yeah.
A Drive, and you see what it can do. And Weavile it shows as well. You're a mon actually.
Yeah, I
was
thought about it.
yeah. Well, that's of course a fast and just physical attacking Pokemon. It's not that versatile, to be honest.
Yeah, that's kind of what led me away from it.
But the other thing is, it is still pretty strong in what it does. So
Yeah.
you got that. And Kartana, yeah, that speaks for itself as well. Just quite a fast Pokemon, an extremely high base stat. Was like 181 attack or something.
Yeah, it's insane.
I must say, I feel like people are torn to be if it is Uber or is it just OU. I feel like one day it might be Uber, so even because its defense is strong as well, 131. The
Yeah.
only thing is special attack is bad and special defense. So
Yeah,
you
with
can
its
hit
base
it really
like
hard.
7 special defense.
No, it's 31, but still.
That's so bad. It might as well be base 0.
Yeah, it's combined with an HP stat of 59, so Ice Beam, it doesn't live most of the time, or in Hurricane or things like that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
HP
you
bug.
need to outspeed it for that. You need to outspeed it for that, especially when it got a Sword Stance or just kill some mons already with its Beast Boost ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just got quite some moves. It's got Defog even, and yeah, Leaf Blade, Knockoff, Sacred Sword,
Smart Strike.
Scissor,
Yeah.
Smart Strike, yeah, of course. So, Brick Break even, yeah. It's just a really strong mon, but not unbeatable, to be honest.
Yeah, especially when you know it's
I mean,
coming.
if you, an HP fire from every Pokemon
Yeah.
will kill it. That's the nice thing. So if you predict right, it's got one mon less, a Kartana less.
Yeah. And then last but not least, we have Colin's team. Very, very bulky. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Shaman,
Oh, it was.
Mega Mawile, Titar, Gligar, Suicune, Cresselia, just very, very bulky Pokemon all around.
Su- yeah, Suicune is most of the time that as well.
Oof.
Mawile, of course, is very annoying with first Intimidate and then huge power. That's really annoying. And Excadrill, I feel like he chose just Excadrill to break through the Rotoms that has been chosen.
Yeah, and it pairs phenomenally with his Titar. Being able to
Yeah,
utilize
and
the speed or attack ability if he wants, or Mold Breaker.
yeah, Mold Breaker, or and it can run Rapid Spin, of course, too. That's very nice.
Mm.
And it picked Shaman. Shaman, we took it one tier up from tier 3 to tier 2. It's just one of those mons that it has 100 base power around the board.
Yeah, the base
And
600.
well, that was a little bit too strong for tier 3 because it got enough moves to make it the first, to make sure it can do a lot and help around
Mm.
and just hit itself hard. And Jolteon is not that of the bulky side, luckily, so it's not only bulk.
Yeah,
Um,
but it
it has
provides a
really
great
fast
raw
pop.
speed tier, yeah, without relying on the sand.
Exactly. And one of the ones I was really surprised about was Haxorus. Haxorus is really nice with Dragon Dance. However,
Mm.
you almost never see it. Never.
Yeah, that Pokemon really fell off. Like, in its own generation, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, if you pick it yourself and then you can see what it's can do, and that's sometimes quite much, but it's not extremely much,
Mm.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm struggling with words right now. I
Yeah, no
know it is,
worries.
I've been doing this too long.
Yeah, and especially with everyone having just about one fairy type, if you can lure and kill it or weaken it enough, Haxorus, especially at +1, is gonna go completely crazy versus their team because it's still very strong.
And one thing I didn't mention about last thing from Chris is Mega Aerodactyl. It's extremely fast. Extremely. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
it's the tied with like Megazam for like the fastest Pokemon that's like considered viable.
yeah, it's as fast as Mega Alakazam.
Hmm.
It has Mega Alakazam's speed special attack stat in physical attack.
Yo.
It got the ability Tough Claws. So contact making moves will hit 1.5 times stronger. And with Hone Claws, it makes sure that those moves it got like Rock Slide, Stone Edge,
Yeah.
Aqua Tail, that those will hit.
Fire Fang.
Because Fire Fang, of course, Ice Fang as well. Thunder
I
Fang,
always miss
it got
those.
Fang. Yeah, exactly. And with one Hone Claws up, you don't. So that's really nice.
Yep. Let's see, yeah, Cresselia also offering Cresselia Mawile offering Trick Room potentially. Could see that. That'd be
Yeah.
kind of neat to see.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what to add. Venomoth is also very scary. You can't let it quiver dance. That's the that's really scary as well.
mm,
Because just every mon that can quiver dance, once it got it up, it's hard to beat. And Venomoth is one of those mons. Unfortunately, it has less coverage moves than things like Full Corona. To be honest, it got like
Yeah.
Psychic, Touch Bomb, Energy Ball, and Bug Buzz. I think that's it.
yeah,
Um,
realistically.
that's most of the time enough to beat a whole team.
Yeah. If you get like the right hidden power though, like we were talking about like Kartana, if you notice your opponent has a really good Pokemon with a 4x weakness, it'll be able to do some big damage with the right hidden power on it after a Quiver Dance or two. But yeah, other than that,
exactly.
it's a
Well,
little less coverage of like say Volcarona, like you mentioned. But like, thank goodness, because that Pokemon is
yeah,
annoying.
yeah. And my Ribombi does got Quiver Dance as well, making it able to do those things too with
Mm.
things like Moonblast, Bug Buzz, Psychic. I'm not sure exactly which attacking moves, but it got enough.
Yeah, that's basically all you'll need. Is like those plus hidden power potentially.
Yeah, exactly. That's the nice thing. Everyone can have every type of move. That's just a nice thing.
Yeah,
Well, except for things like Pyukumuku.
yeah. But
Those things, that thing.
that's a funny Pokemon. But I think all in all,
Well,
we got some pretty good drafts. I feel like there's not like everyone really showed up, brought their A game, and we're gonna have a great season.
yeah, I hope everyone uh, will get their kills as well, so we can see which one was great in all those battles. And even though we will, yeah, review every battle ourselves and
Mm.
yeah, make sure we write it down ourselves. We do want to know which ones are better, which ones are worse, so we can adjust the tier list.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I feel like Donovan will put in a lot of work for Kitchard, and Kitchard will move up, and then Donovan will move up a tier to tier 2 or
Mhm.
something.
Yep. And I will put in no work with Hoopa. It'll drop all the way to tier 5, and then I'll pick it round 1 as a discount pick.
Well, that's an ambitious plan.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, there is one thing. Base stats will matter. I mean, like we are not able to just drop a Victini off all the way to tier 5. I mean, that's
Well, we
just impossible to
could,
do.
but it'd be a bad
We
idea.
could,
It'd be a bad
but then
idea.
we would make sure we draft first.
Mm.
It would be the corrupt draft league.
Yeah. But on the bright side, we did manage to finish right on time because it's 3 minutes before noon EST my time, which is pretty phenomenal. Do you have any last words to say
Yeah.
before signing off, good sir?
I want to say I wish everyone a lot of luck this draft league, but don't just focus on winning. Focus on having fun.
Exactly.
So I wish you all the best and good luck, and we'll see each other, and good luck preparing for all your battles, and I look forward to battling you guys, and see some great battles as well.
Exactly. Make sure to, if you've made it this far, to in the comments below, let us know who you think has the best draft and why it is clearly mine. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.